Demigod Shmurda here. I can't believe I mispronounced this. Welcome back to another video, and today, guys, we are back for another episode of the Skylanders Swap Force Soul Link. If you guys missed the last episode, it was on Igknight's channel. You should go check it out. That would be greatly appreciated.
Are you ready to go to Mudwater Hollow and
especially because you shouldn't even be watching this episode if you haven't seen the last one. It was very important.
Yes, it was integral to the plot of everything. We talked about movies and everything.
And not only that, but every single character died. We're on our third attempt.
It was also my third attempt doing the sync-up before this episode actually began, because for some reason I forgot my rights and lefts and got them mixed up.
That's unfortunate. I mean, my sister also doesn't know her left from right, so it's whatever.
You've almost reached the flash fins.
Anyways, it's time to go over the rules.
Again?
I'm gonna keep it brief. Basically, whenever you're doing some Skylanders on that element or stronger in this one, we gotta swap through Rattleshake and Nightship. Basically, it goes like that for all the elements, but if a character is dead, we cannot bring them back to life. They're dead, we cannot use them until the sacrifice rule before Chaos. And that's just before the final battle. That's when we're allowed to sacrifice a Soul Link pair to bring another pair back. And then you guys are thinking, what the fuck is a Soul Link pair? Well, basically, it's since we're playing in Swap Force, it's characters with the same swap bottom type. So I'm just switching to Free Ranger right now, and my Free Ranger's linked with Igknight's Doomstone. But if Igknight's Doomstone were to die, my Free Ranger would die. Or if my Rattleshake were to die, his Firecracker would die.
Keyword is if Igknight's Doomstone was to die, because we all know that I'm going to be one who kills off all the characters in the end.
I mean, my practice run went really good. I can't speak. Dude, I'm so used to all my swappers having over 1,000 health.
It's one of those scenarios to where as long as our speed characters are alive, everything is fine. It's like Star Wars, okay? Episode 9, literally everyone could die. But as long as R2-D2 survives, the First Order is screwed.
Absolutely. 100%. I totally agree with you.
R2-D2 is the true threat. Also because R2-D2 is one of the only characters in every Star Wars movie.
To try and catch the fish.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Press the button to wheel in your fish.
No, is he in? No, he's not in every movie.
No, he is, isn't he? I'm pretty sure he's in most of them. He might not be in Solo, but don't quote me on that.
Well, I've never seen Solo.
I completely forgot that I watched Solo 3 hours after I watched it. I forgot I was watching Solo whilst I was watching Solo, okay? It's not very memorable. As far as you're concerned, Demigod, you have watched Solo, you just can't remember anything about it.
Absolutely, 100%.
It's so sad though, it's a Star Wars movie, and it's so forgettable. Where you have The Last Jedi, which is so memorable because of how much controversy it sparked. Like with me, I don't mind The Last Jedi. I think The Last Jedi has some really good action sequences. I really like what he did with Kylo Ren and Rey, even though Rey is a little bit too perfect in that film to connect to. But really, my main problems with the film is the fact that they have a huge tonal shift between, the A plots and B plots when it comes to casino life and everything, and that tonal shift is so bad for pacing. I hate it.
Looks like a new course ahead.
I really like Last Jedi. I'm certainly not in the group of people that think it's the best Star Wars movie.
Oh no, it's far from that. But it's also not the worst one.
Yeah, absolutely. It's certainly not the worst. It was enjoyable. I didn't regret going to the theater.
So which one would you say is the worst in your opinion then?
Oh, dude, don't make me do that.
I just did. Deal with it.
I don't know, I would have to rewatch the original, or not the original trilogy, but the first three.
The prequel trilogy. Well, with me, my least favorite is Number Dos.
Grumble Bomb, Rock Shooter.
Say again?
Attack of the Clones, the second one. Purely because the first one would be worse if it wasn't for Darth Maul. Darth Maul saves that first movie.
Oh, Darth Maul is fucking badass.
Exactly. Actually, I have a friend named Luke, he's an absolute Star Wars nerd, okay? He knows anything and everything when it comes to Star Wars and Pokemon, but then he knows nothing about anything else. But because of that, he loves Star Wars so much, and his favourite character is Darth Maul, so that's kind of like gave me a slight bias towards him as well, because my friend doesn't shut up about him.
I mean, he is certainly badass.
Exactly, yeah. So Darth Maul is definitely an actor. Okay, time to spend 50% of the level, 50% of the level even on the raft.
Oh, you've already made it to the raft segment too?
Yep. Here's the thing, like we was talking last episode about signature catchphrases. I'm pretty sure my most signature thing of anything is me having to re-say what I've said because I messed something up, like I stuttered or something like that.
Repeats himself 3 times counter.
Exactly, because the thing is that you can always tell when I've had to repeat something, even if I cut it out, because I always say even afterwards, because that's kind of like my correction word. So you gotta pay attention to that in all of my videos.
I mean, I think that now that I know that, I don't think I'm ever going to be able to watch one of your videos the same way.
Power of editing. I could make one of my videos. I could take one of them and I could turn it into a horror movie.
Oh really?
Power of editing is like have you ever watched the YouTube channel Editing is Everything?
I can't say that I have.
Basically what they do is they take films, if my portal wants to work. Portal, hello! Thank you. Okay, yeah, what they do is they take a film and then they make trailers for it, making it look as if it was in 7 different genres. And some of my favourite are when they take like all of these kiddie-based films and make horror trailers out of it. I would love to see a horror trailer for that Dora the Explorer movie. I think that would be pretty good.
Is that still happening? Because I haven't heard any news on that.
What, Dora the Explorer movie? It's been out for a few months already.
What?
Yeah. I mean, I never watched it because it's way out of my target demographic, but it's out. Well, it's been out.
Damn. I mean, that shows you just how much I pay attention to movies and stuff, and how long they're in theaters.
I pay attention to them far too often, but I love animated films in particular. Controversial opinion, I think How to Train Your Dragon 3 is better than Toy Story 4, just saying.
Well, I've never seen either, so...
You have to see How to Train Your Dragon. In fact, no, you have to see the whole How to Train Your Dragon trilogy. It's like the best trilogy ever made.
I've seen the first one.
Here's what's so funny, like, everyone who's seen the first one loves the first one, and then I always say to the people who's only ever watched the first one that the sequels get even better than that, and their mind is blown because they think the first one is so good as it is.
Well, I mean, I certainly did like the first one.
Yeah.
But, like, if it's in a trilogy, you have to finish the trilogy.
With me, I find that both of the sequels are better than the first one, and that is so rare for trilogies. Normally with trilogies, like, at least one of the sequels doesn't live up to the original, but in the case of How to Train Your Dragon, yeah, I'd say both of the sequels are better. My second one being the favourite.
Like, the Sam Raimi Spider-Man trilogy is certainly like that.
Oh, yeah.
Where the second one is really, really good, and then the third one... Okay, I won't say that I hate the third one.
You can't hate the third one, that dance sequence, man, that's just too good to hate.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. But I watched Spider-Man 3 when I was like really, really young. So that was like my definitive version of Venom and Sandman and stuff like that. And how the black suit went down.
Yeah, same here with me. When I watched Spider-Man 3 for the first time when I was very young, it was actually my favourite Spider-Man movie for the longest time. And then I grew up and realised what differentiates a good movie from a bad movie, and then I learned that the third movie really isn't all that good, but still, it was my favourite for the longest time.
Yeah, just because, like, I grew up watching it. It was, what was it? It was Spider-Man 3, and then, Oh, there was one other movie that I watched. It's the reason I love musicals. Hairspray, that's what it was.
Oh. With me, I've never really watched musicals all that much. They're not my favourite genre. I just realised I should probably kill the live notes first.
I mean, you're not missing much when it comes to musicals. I just like musicals.
Although I say that, I have gotten a lot into musicals recently. Like, there's been a lot of British musicals recently, like Blinded by the Light and Yesterday, and those are two really damn good films, actually.
I still have to see Yesterday. I actually really want to see that.
Oh, it's very good, actually. One of my favourites of the year. But I prefer Blinded by the Light, just because it's better.
Have you ever seen The Greatest Showman?
Yes, I have. That one's fine. Could be better, but it's fine.
Okay, don't let my dad hear you say that.
Thing is that the songs are practically engraved in my brain because at work we have the radio on just to, you know, help us with production and stuff. And because of that, the radio stations play all the songs from Greatest Showman, what must be like 50 times a day.
Wow. I mean, that's a little too much for me, even.
What's going to be worse is that when Frozen 2 comes out, I can guarantee you that it's going to have next Let It Go, which I am not going to be able to get out of my head, probably. What's going to happen is that I'm not going to be able to step foot into a single store this Christmas, because all we're going to have everywhere is Frozen 2 stuff, Frozen 2 songs in the background. Like, seriously, I'm going to have to do all of my Christmas shopping at Halloween, just so that then I have an excuse not to step foot in a single store during that Christmas season.
I'm going on Black Friday, and I keep, like, do you have Black Friday in England?
Yeah, we do, yeah.
I do all of my Christmas shopping on Black Friday.
That is a good plan, actually. Black Friday, I'm getting a PS4 Pro just because I want to give my old PS4 to my mate.
Oh, that's nice of you.
Exactly. And plus the PS4 Pro is going to be so much more better for me because then I get, like, more storage. Because the thing is that I have Red Dead 2. It's 250 gigabytes, which is half of the storage on my current model.
That's a lot of storage.
Yeah, I really need that 1 terabyte thing. So that's what's so funny about Red Dead 2. It could physically never be ported to Switch, because the Switch's like highest model is 32 gigabytes. Honestly, I find it amazing that they have managed to put The Witcher 3 on the Switch. Okay, it's incredible that they've managed to achieve that, but they're never going to do the same for Red Dead 2.
That, yeah.
Oh yes, best swapper time.
Oh, I'm already Spy-Res. I'm on the circle, magic circle portal thing already.
I just got there. Mostly because my pulsar keeps glitching out, like my characters keep on despawning. I got very worried for a moment because I thought Firecracker died, but that was far from the case, so thank heavens for that.
Wow, I mean, thank God, yeah, because I did all of my practice for Mesmeralda with the Rattleshake.
You saved us, Skylander.
Yeah, if I were you, I would not want to use Rattleshake either.
I was just gonna say, Mesmeralda's battle's freaking fun. Like, it's hectic, and, like, to keep track of all this stuff, but it's fun.
I love the song.
Mesmeralda pulls your strings.
You've just made it so much more better for me now. Every single time I hear Mesmeralda singing from now on, I'm just gonna have that in my head, and it's gonna be so brilliant.
Skylanders of the Magic Planet are stronger in
Oh, that was short-lived. Magna Charge us back off a portal again.
Oh, dude, hey, let me damage you. Yeah, that's right. Run into the wall. Oh, you're already dead. Because I have Loop's Dream Beam.
Oh yeah, the Dream Beam, yeah.
Dude, you're gonna have such a hard time with the, well, not such a hard time, but a harder time than I did with the Evil Eyes Boghog because you have Trap Shadow.
No, I think I'll be just fine, to be honest. I mean, like, the Fire Viper is a very close quarters battle anyway.
Yeah.
The only problem is going to be for Fire Gear Golem, so I'm just going to go straight to evilize the crystal in the middle and just like keep that immediately, rather than have to worry about the sneaking golems.
Alright. I've sort of taken for granted Spyrise's finisher ability.
Oh yeah, I love that move. Oh, Spyrise is so good. Here's the thing, both of Tech Swappers are so damn good. I wish I could have them both, but unfortunately,
Skylanders of the tech element are stronger.
Unfortunately, you can't.
But what's cool though is that we could swap over Magna Charge and Washbuckler, so I would have Freeze Blade and Spyrise, and we'd still have one swapper of each element and of each swap skill each.
Yep.
Because that's
okay,
the second order.
I'm just gonna confess here. I gave you the wrong list of swappers, so I had to remake all the graphics. Because I had all of it set for, what was it, for the other way around with the Freeze Blade and Washbuckler and stuff like that.
Well, I was gonna ask if I could have this combination regardless.
I mean, that's fine, but...
Precious metals.
Keep mashing button this time again.
Alright, I've made it to the Evilized Crystal Destroyer bit.
I'm currently stuck in the bowl with both the Evilized Ball Thingamabobs. I think that's specific enough, Thingamabobs.
Absolutely. I mean, that's specific enough for me.
You know, when I was younger, I'd always say Pacific rather than specific, and because everyone always thought I was talking about the ocean, I made everyone so confused.
Oof.
In fact, I needed speech therapy actually until I was about 8 or so years old. I couldn't have full conversations until I was about 6. My sister, who's 22 months younger than me, could speak full conversations before I could.
Really?
Yeah. But hey, my speech is fine now, I would like to think.
I mean, it's really good.
Thanks.
You gotta knock out all 4 crystals to
Oh, I keep on forgetting that there's not a water balloon in that specific location, because in the Wii version, the life preservers in this level are in completely different locations, and so I always forget that when I return to playing this on PS4.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's stuff like that for, like, Spyro's Adventures, one that I know, the Chaos Battle, he restores his health.
Oh yeah, that's such a pain. Back when I first played Spyro's Adventure the first time, I played it in co-op with my dad, and we only had 5 Skylanders, because I remember when Spyro's Adventure first came out, the characters were impossible to find. I had money for, like, more ones as well, but just couldn't find anything anywhere, so I only had Starter Pack 3, Boomer, and Ghost Roaster, and with only those 5 characters, we could not beat Chaos. No matter how hard we tried, we couldn't beat him. So it wasn't until I actually got the triple pack with Bash, Eruptor, and Chop Chop in it that I was actually able to beat Chaos. And I actually got the final hit on Chaos with Bash, so that's just very ironic.
I mean, it is.
Yeah, because there's some other YouTube channel out there whose favourite Skylander is Bash, you know, some other YouTube channel out there that I'm sure lots of people know about.
You know, some guy.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't remember his name at the moment, but...
It's so ironic though, because...
I'm sure it'll come to me.
Because he, Crash, he, with his final hit on Chaos, he got the final hit with Igknight. So he got the final hit with my favourite character, and then I got the final hit with his favourite character. I just find that so ironic.
I mean, yeah.
As long as irony is a word for it, which I'm pretty actually sure it is.
I'm fairly sure that ironic would be the word for it.
I always get ironic and iconic mixed up. That's one thing with me, because they're near enough the same spelling with the exception of a single letter.
Yeah.
But the worst thing that I ever get mixed up is 2 and 2, as in one having the single O and the other having the double O. No matter what the scenario is, I always wind up using the wrong one.
Dude, that sucks.
Exactly. My English teacher hated me for it, but at the end of the day, my target grade in English was a 5. I got an 8 and a 7, so now my English teacher loves me because, you know, getting a total of 5 grades above your target grade, it looks very good on the teacher. So, you always talk about that.
Well, that's good.
Exactly.
64 accolades completed. We're just gonna be here getting these levels, aren't we?
For me, not so much, because I haven't actually played Sword Force on PS4 that much, to be perfectly honest.
It's just transferring all from my main account, so I'm gonna be here in a few minutes.
Yes, I can catch up with you, because I'm only just prepared
You
for
can
it.
catch up with me now. This is your window of opportunity.
Here's the thing, if we were doing this as an actual speedrun race, first of all, I've already said that I would use Shmurda dash, but second of all, yeah, this is where, you know, players could really make or break their time.
So just go onto an account that you haven't done shit on, or play as a guest.
You and your Skylanders
I was about to say, that is
well
exactly
so far.
what I would do.
And now it is time for you to take the next step in your journey as a Portal Master.
It's good to know that we're on the
Just
same
as your
page.
Skylanders can level up, you too can become
Dude, I wonder if I can buy any shit from
your Portal Master
Tutorial.
rank will
Anything
increase
useful.
as you earn stars.
Well, if it's useful, it's not shit then, isn't
You
it?
can earn stars by completing missions and
Okay, that's
challenges over the course of your many adventures.
I'm level 14.
Let us see how many stars.
I'm still having Eon explain to me about the stars. I know I'm a star, but we can move on now. Okay, I've got
16 and 4 stars.
I've got 19 accolades coming. Well, 19 stars for 19 accolades, so we'll get there eventually.
Portal Master rank up.
Very
There we go.
impressive.
Rank
You are well
4.
on your way to becoming a truly great Portal Master.
I'm 16.
Increasing your Portal Master
Nice.
rank. Return here whenever you wish to view your progress and see what new
Alright,
missions
can I
and
buy
challenges
charms or
await you
something
and your
from you?
Skylanders.
I don't
Extra
have any
health charm would be
charms.
great. I have to be 19 to get the 100 maximum health charm.
Oh, I'm not getting that anytime
Curse
soon.
you!
Okay, so I'm basically ready to end off the episode whenever you are.
I'm ready to end off this episode whenever you are, man. So, that is it for this episode, guys. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to leave a like and a comment. That would be greatly appreciated. The next episode is going to be on Igknight's channel. But go ahead and drop him a subscribe, by the way. And then, if you guys haven't already, please be sure to click that subscribe button. And then while I'm plugging everything else, be sure to click the bell so you get notified whenever we upload one of these crappy videos. But apart from that, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out, guys.
Goodbye.
Logging out.